This is Ray. Today is Saturday, September 25th, 2020. And for me, another day of social distancing. I hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well, staying safe, getting vaccinated. And this is the last Saturday in September. It's hard to believe. And then it'll be the fourth quarter, and then 2022. You know, I can't believe that. But anyway, it's been a crazy week for me. Another week of sickness, and it seems like with lupus, and I've been diagnosed with it 2 years ago, probably living with it for the past 4 years, and didn't realize what it was. But it's like I'm going every week, from week to week, either sick or in between sickness. And that's the life of a person with lupus. And I apologize, my lips swelling a little bit, so I'm going to have a little bit of a difficult time talking this morning. It's probably going to swell up to be very big by tomorrow. And anyway, so Sunday I started feeling sick. I think it was afternoon, maybe. And then Sunday evening, I may have thrown up, I forget exactly, but all Monday I wasn't feeling good, and then Monday evening I vomited all night. Portion of the night, and then Tuesday was vomiting all day, basically. Couldn't hold anything down, and got in touch with my rheumatologist. Had similar things happen to me previously with lupus. And so he prescribed me the pill version of Carafate. I wish it was liquid, but I'll discuss next time when I have when I have this situation, which form of Carafate I prefer, because the Carafate pills are huge, for one thing. And I don't mind taking pills, but these suckers are bigger than anything I take. And it's a 30-day supply. I have to take 4 pills a day, I do 4 doses of medications a day: 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and then maybe a sleep medication at night. But this has really altered my schedule, because I have to take the medications 2 hours after a meal. So the first dose I take is at 8 a.m. The second dose I take is at 2 p.m. after lunch. And then the third dose I take at 8 p.m. after dinner. And then the fourth dose I take at 10 or 11 p.m. So it keeps me up a little bit later than I want to be. But maybe that's a good thing, to stay up late and then get my sleep schedule back to somewhat normal, because I think I go to bed early anyway, because I'm depressed. I really just want to kind of forget about things, and that's been my routine. And it's not like I'm gonna go out anywhere and do things anyway. I can't really plan for much, because if I plan a week ahead, it could be that I have a flare, my joints are hurting, I really can't move much. I really just kind of have to take it day to day. And that's the one thing I try to keep in mind is, when I'm having a decent day, I should hold on to that, because I don't know how long it's going to last before I'm back sick, laid out, and it's back to the same vicious routine dealing with lupus. And so I'm going to try my best to do that. So today I've got to take a little road trip. I'm going to check out a couple of apartments closer to where my job location will be over the next few months. And I'm going to go there. I'm not going to do a lot of touring, but take a look at maybe two or three today, and then do more research later on. I'm going to go into the area where those places are, and then drive to my new job site to see what it's going to be like, the commute is, and that's going to factor into my decision whether or not I get the place. So a little bit different research than I've done in the past. When I moved out west, I had somebody look for a place for me, and that was cool. I never had that done. I don't have that type of means, but the company had that for me. And of course, that was probably the easiest way to find a place. But now, I'm a little bit more resourceful. I think through a lot of things. I'm not impulsive when it comes to this. I have to consider whether or not the place has a washer or dryer connection for one thing, because if I have to go to a laundromat, safety reasons, safety precautions with COVID, I have to definitely consider that. And when I'm home and need to get those things done, if I'm feeling sick, if I need to wash my clothes and dry my clothes and things like that, I can just do that at home. It may be a little bit more costly, but that's just something to consider. I don't really care if it has a gym or not. I'm not going to use it because we're still living with COVID, and it might be this way for a couple of years, considering that I live in a place that's the vaccination rates are very low. And before I continue that, I wrote, so that's what I'm going to do today. I got to take a look at a couple of places. It's going to be about 40 miles from here. And then I've got to do some studying. I'm taking another course. I'm going to take 2 courses to get another designation. I should be on track if I finish this weekend to finish this course by next weekend, so beginning of October. And then I'll finish up the next course in October and have that designation by November. But this past week when one of these days, I'm not sure, it was probably Thursday, I had looked back at my medical spending for this year. I don't have the number in front of me, but more importantly, I have something called an HRA, which is a health reimbursement account, and my company makes a contribution to it at the beginning of the year, and then I get like health and wellness contributions throughout the year, depending on things that I do, like having a physical, answering surveys, talking to nurses, and things like that. And what I didn't realize is that having that makes it a big difference when it comes to medical spending, because the HRA, the contributions I've had so far this year have been $1,200 to my HRA. My deductible is $1,600. Now, what I'm not including is the medication costs, because right now I think I've paid out of pocket that the HRA doesn't cover the medications. That's just all out of pocket. But so far, medications, I've probably spent about $500 something bucks in medications, which I guess that's not terrible, but it's not something I fully have budgeted for or know exactly what that number is going to be. I'm getting closer to determining what that number is, but it's another cost. But anyway, going back to the HRA, if your company has an HRA, look into it. It's definitely something worth having. A friend of mine told me about it a couple of years ago, and I hadn't signed up for it because I didn't sign up for the specific medical plan that included that. But once I did, I used it, and it was like, okay, so if I can get $1,200 that goes to my HRA, and I can use all that for medical expenses like doctor's appointments, for diagnostic testing, labs and things, as well as for I think medical equipment might be included in that. I think it might, don't quote me on that, but if I can use it to offset the cost of that, then really my medical expenses will be around $400, because that's $1,200 with the HRA, and then $400 for medical expenses. But I'm not, it's not perfect science, and it's something that's fairly new to me. I've only had the thing for 2 years. So I was diagnosed with lupus in 2019, and then I got it in 2020. So I've had HRA in 2020 and 2021 up until now. So not that long. Let me see. So yeah, being sick is as bad as you think it is. It's a chronic illness. It's always being sick, and some people make light of it, and I don't find the humor in it, especially when it's at my expense. Like, just feel better, all this thing and this and that, and it's like, yeah, I would love to. I'm doing everything I can. I'm eating healthier, trying to get more sleep. I'm trying to do everything possible, but it's It's frustrating. It's seriously frustrating. All right, so before I go, it was 40 days ago today that I got my third dose of the Pfizer vaccine. I'm immunocompromised, so it wasn't a booster dose. It was a third dose of the regimen. So really, because of my immune system, I should get three shots anyway. And then I'm guessing 5 months from now, I will be getting a booster dose of Pfizer. So it's a little weird. Got to get this whole thing figured out. I'm not sure, actually. I think next I might get Moderna, because it sounds like that the efficacy of it is a little bit, it lasts a little longer. The strength of the vaccine lasts a little longer than Pfizer. If what I'm reading is correct, I gotta do a little bit more research into that, because if it's that much, if it protects you that much more, then that's definitely something I want to look into. Okay, so I've talked 11 minutes to the video, and thank you for watching. As always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and you'll know when I post my next videos. Until then, take care.